Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Hub. This is Randy. Got a great guest this evening. I'll be bringing her aboard just a second. All right, hold on. Her name is, hold on one second. Let me bring you in. Hold on one second. Let me turn that down real quick. Add this dream. Hello, April. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the Hub.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to,
Glad to be here.
glad to have you here. Oh, boy. So, we welcome April this evening. She's an entrepreneur, a black female entrepreneur. She has her own lip gloss line, as well as some other things that I'll let her get into. So, April, if you don't mind, please introduce yourself again and let the people know what you do, where you're from, what your background is, so we can build this and let everybody know what we're trying to do.
Sure. Well, I'm from Columbus. Well, let me start off saying my name. So my name is April, but I am from Columbus, born and raised. I now
Columbus,
live in Kentucky.
Georgia.
Yep, Columbus, Georgia. So I just moved to Lexington, Kentucky about 4 years ago. Um, it was a great move, if I could say so myself. I started my business, K plus K, which the K and the K is for my granddaughters, Casey and Chloe. It's named after them. I also carry a man's line that's called Four Kings, which is after my four boys. And so I have the worst skin ever. I'm super allergic to almost everything. So that kind of got me where I wanted to start my own skincare line and lip gloss for sensitive skin people like myself. Um, I did a lot of research. I've had some formulas to crash on me, some to work, um, to kind of build the empire where I am now. I started off by doing lip gloss first, and then I gradually got into everything else. Like I would go 2 months and then add a new product.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
So, what was the motivation for the? I know you said you had some skin issues, but you started a lip gloss. So you just went and did your own primary research on how to formulate these type of things and make sure that it's something that's going to be safe for your skin.
Yes. So I did a lot of research on oils first.
Okay.
And I got to learn how to what the oils can do
Hmm.
and what they can do combined with another oil.
Right.
So I did that research first, and
Okay.
then I went into making up my own formulas.
Hmm.
So until I got that perfect one, I have tried more than one, just didn't like them or whatever.
Right.
So once I got that perfect formula, then I just gradually kept doing research on other oils
Hmm.
or butters and things like that that you can use that's safe for your skin.
Right.
I did a lot of research on organic oils,
Hmm.
just because organic is best for sensitive skin.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least we know what the incentive was because you were trying to fight some things to heal yourself without having to spend a bunch of money in the pharmacies and whatnot.
Right. And
And
a dermatologist is expensive.
I can imagine so. I've never had to go to one, but I can pretty sure it can be pretty expensive for just for them to try to look at your skin and see
Yeah.
what it is and diagnose it and then give you prescribe whatever medicines or creams or what they want to do. I'm pretty sure it can get expensive.
Hmm. Very. So
So
just a
it's
doctor's visit is 250.
yeah, and it's always great to go natural anyways. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't be trying to explore some of those avenues as well.
Right.
So now you've put in your mind what kind of product that you want.
Right.
You've done the research as to how to formulate this product.
Right.
Now your next step is the business end of it.
Yes. Man.
Now, what was I could hear it in your voice. Um, as a black woman entering into entrepreneurship, what was the biggest challenge that you had outside of the paperwork piece of it, which is we know
Being
is the biggest headache. But just as a black woman entering into entrepreneurship, what was that biggest challenge for you? And keep in mind now too, I mean, kind of just in the middle of a move or right after a move, right
Mhm.
before a move. So you had a lot of stuff going on at that time. So, what was the biggest challenge? Like I said, outside of the paperwork piece of it, because we all know that that's going to be wherever state that
Yeah,
you're going to, that's just part of the process. But there's some other
absolutely.
hurdles that we're going to have to get over. So, what was that biggest thing for you?
COVID, COVID. I started my business August of 19.
Okay.
November it started. It hit December. We started getting cases in USA. So when things began to close down and nothing was moving, my business that was newly just August, it nothing, nothing. And that was the biggest challenge because during this time of starting in August, I had did a massive order to order all this inventory.
Hmm.
So some of my inventory got stuck. It was stuck in customs,
Right.
because they wasn't shipping inside the US. So I waited and waited. It took me about 8 months to get that first inventory haul. And in that 8 months of waiting,
Hmm.
I couldn't make any product. So I had to use what I had, which was a small amount because I did samples first just
Hmm.
to see how it was gonna go. But
Right.
once I ran out of those samples, that was it. I was out of it. So it took me about 8 months. The 8 months was very slow. Like on the average, I in those 8 months, I might have made 2,500,
Hmm.
and that's probably right at the line. Nothing over that. So after spending 5,100 on inventory, so I didn't even break even during those 8 months.
And so I can imagine at that moment it's like, wow, do I continue this? Do I keep it moving? Am I at a loss right now, or do I change my marketing plan, or do I take another approach to kind of flip some things over to work within the COVID realm? Because now we know it's here, it's not going anywhere. So you had
Hmm.
obviously had to adjust some things that you were doing to really try to capture a market that really wasn't going out
Yep.
buying things anymore.
Um, yeah, all of those things that you named, I did. I had to change my target audience.
Hmm.
Um, so with me having to make those changes, then it kind of slid me into the realm of doing other stuff like scrubs and body butters and
Right.
body oils, things of that such. Because I had to change. Originally, I was just marketing anywhere from like the age 16 on up.
Right.
So during the challenges, a 16-year-old, if their parents is off because their business is closed because of COVID, of course, wasn't buying anything.
Right.
So that made me have to change my target audience to try to just have revenue. So what I did was I made my first thing I made was sugar scrub, and I offered it to nurses who would be on their feet forever, just
Mhm.
dealing with the COVID cases. So
Right.
I started targeting them. And once I targeted them, it kind of took off from there.
Right.
Like they were my link. I ran a sale, and I had a friend that works at UK, and I was like, I want you to try this. And she tried it, and then she told all her friends, and then I was good after that because the nurses was they was my target, and they wanted that scrub, they wanted that body butter, they wanted that oil, just for their feet from standing,
So the
handling
products that
COVID
you
patients.
created to survive, to be the products that you made to
Hmm.
be the foundation of your business right now.
Absolutely.
So it's
And it
amazing how
still
that
is.
works. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
amazing how that works. You were focusing on one
Yeah.
product that you thought the
Mm,
people wanted when you realized that when you had to change your game up, now you realize that you created
yeah.
something that people actually wanted and needed and were willing to buy, even in the
Yeah.
midst of of a pandemic. So
Yep.
that's great.
Yep.
That's great. You've learned a lot over the last few years, over the last couple of years, and
Two.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
last 2 years.
Yeah.
So much
Um,
so that you're doing what now?
I am now helping other people like me start their business.
Right.
So I went to Stratford University
Hmm.
and I took a start your business course
Okay.
and I got certified. So with the certification plus the trial and error of myself,
Hmm.
then I was able to turn it into a lucrative business. So I'm really excited because that's my next string of income. So, and it's I got two clients right now that I'm working with. I have three clients that I've already helped, and it's time consuming. But if I'm gonna lay in the bed and hurt all night, I might as well get up and work. So
That's another piece of it too. That if you don't
yeah.
mind sharing that with the people, and so somebody, well, you tell your story, then I can chime in after that.
Okay, sure. So in 2016, I got diagnosed with lupus.
Hmm.
Prior to 2016, I had been sick off and on since 2010.
Okay.
I had a stroke and a heart attack during that time of 2010. And then from that point to on, I just stayed sick off and on.
Hmm.
So it took them like a little bit over a year to diagnose me with lupus because they hadn't tried everything else.
Right.
And having lupus, it attacks everything in my body. So it's like your bones and your joints are being crushed. And then not only are they being crushed, now they're swollen, red, and inflamed. So with a full blown lupus flare, I'm usually confined to the bed.
Hmm.
And that can range anywhere from 3 days to 3 weeks. It just depends on what it wanted to do.
Right.
And last year I got diagnosed with diabetes. So now I have two autoimmune deficiencies that they don't work well with each other.
Right.
So I had to kind of find my balance with the medical part. So if I'm rolling around in the bed, then I try to get up and sit in my office as long as I can, or I'm sitting in the middle of the bed with my laptop, my iPad, my phone,
Hmm.
just trying to stay on top of things
Right.
because sometimes I have to go to the ER and they have to keep me depending on where my numbers at if I can't get that. When I take medicine for lupus, it runs my blood sugar high.
Hmm.
So, and one of those medicines being a steroid. So you can't take steroids being a diabetic.
Right.
So they have to kind of gauge it because they can't not give me steroids, but they can't give me the full dosage either.
Right.
So it's kind of up and down, but
Yeah,
I'm in
because
it.
I wanted to touch on that, just so people can understand that, even with challenges and if you really want to do something,
Hmm.
you can do it. The only person stopping yourself is you. And
Yeah.
tell the people about the packages in your How to Start Your Business platform.
So how to start your business platform? Um, so I have three different packages. I have a silver, gold, and platinum. And they start at 199 and they go up. And that depends on the person needs because I have a client now that I'm working with that has already established her business,
Hmm.
but she needs help with her back end, her
Okay,
back office.
gotcha.
So she got a package that she didn't need everything. She just needs some help with her legal forms and get her, 2553 filed. So it just kind of varies what the person is looking for. And
Gotcha.
I design the packages around them,
Okay.
around their needs.
Okay. So it's not necessarily a static package. There's some a la carte options that people may need to kind of fit to what their budget is and what they're trying to
Hmm.
accomplish. Okay, that's good.
Absolutely.
So you're not force feeding services for
Mm-mm.
people that they don't need and end up paying for at the end. And
Right. And I don't even charge them the whole thing up front.
okay.
So I split it up into four, because after the first one, they may not can afford the whole thing, or they may not need the whole thing.
Correct.
So I just kind of work with them and designing around their needs.
Gotcha. Covered. And they can get all this information on your website at k+klipgloss.com.
Yep, they can. Or they can email me at startyourbusinessboss@gmail.com.
Let me put that up there real quick for you. Start your business
Boss@gmail.
business. I'm sorry, my mind is gone. Start your business what?
Startyourbusinessboss@gmail.com.
I'm trying to host. Yeah, man. Okay, that's it. Start your business
Yeah.
boss at gmail.com. So there
Hmm.
you have it. You can contact April through k+klipgloss.com,
Yeah.
or you can reach her at this email address of startyourbusinessboss@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure her business promptness will help you out immensely, excuse me, and that's to help you start your business. And ladies, if you got questions about, definitely reach out. It's always easier to talk to someone that has gone through the fire than someone that has not. Thank you, April,
Right.
again. Is there something that you want to share with everyone before we log off?
No, that's it. Thank you for having me. I
Well, you
was
got.
excited.
Well, thank you for coming. I was excited as well. Just what you must wish you much business success and much health as possible. And until
Well,
next
thank
time,
you.
we'll see you again.
All right. Thank you.
All right. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. This is another episode of The Hub, and we'll catch you next time.